final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Sun Devils offense will get the first crack at it here. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see, Jesse, where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Here's a heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Right down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They will get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got his man on the outside. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, Hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Snap it to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. 2 set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Roy. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Washington State has it in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Got his man quickly. And he will score! Touchdown Cougars! Lining up to add another.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
13, Arizona State, 7.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Sun Devils!
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He leaves it with his back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's flat. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Cougars have him with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's wrong. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Washington State has it all working right now. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's wrong. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. That's caught. It's flat. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Wazoo eager to pay off this red zone trip. Keeps it on the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. So now it's 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try the run. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion, next play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. To the air on first down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets away from one. He's got space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Going for the big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got it in the middle, it's Roy. Touchdown, Wazoo! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Robbins. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got an open man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's going for a big play downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game, but didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Look out, he's got room! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Sun Devils look to do some damage in the red zone. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After run, now throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona State!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's flat.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Balls and fired complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Takes the easy completion. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible...
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
On the play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Washington State will have to boot it away.
On to kick it away.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. He'll start this drive firing. Get it out on the screen.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. And his throw is incomplete. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He had a head of steam working, but he'll be stopped just inches short of the score. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Powers forward. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington State.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and there's still a...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And, man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback. Get the ball out. Let your receiver make the play. But just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
The Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
So that drive covered 40 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed, and he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead.